He wouldn't meet my eyes. My 16-year-old son sat rigid, his fists clenched, eyes rimmed red as he stared at the floor, like I wasn't even there. His mother sat beside him, her mouth set in a tight line like she'd been practicing this moment for months. Maybe she had. The judge turned to me and asked if I had any questions for the witness. I stood slowly, steady as ever. "Just one," I said, lifting my hand with deliberate calm. The phone in my grasp felt icy. "Shall I play the conversation from last Tuesday?" I asked. My son's head snapped up. The entire courtroom seemed to freeze. The recording began. No shouting. No immediate revelations. Just silence. The kind that settles in after years of living alongside someone who stopped really seeing you long before they physically left. I built that life. Every nail in the walls, every meal on the table, every emergency room visit late at night when our son was hurt or sick and scared. I gave my all. She took what suited her. Then one day, she started replying with nothing more than empty words. Still texting, still technically there, but her warmth was gone. Her messages were cold. Her voice clipped. Our son changed, too. He stopped laughing at my jokes. He and his mother would exchange glances I wasn't included in. Their conversations would end the second I entered the room. When the distance grew, I didn't raise my voice. I paid attention. The first real sign came in October. His phone buzzed while he was in the shower, and I picked it up just to silence it. A message preview from her glowed on the screen. "He believes you." Good. Keep it that way. My heart didn't shatter. It steadied. That night, I asked how school was. He muttered, "Fine," eyes still glued to his screen. I mentioned how I missed our pizza nights. He gave a shrug. She was turning him against me, subtly, methodically. By November, I was a guest in my own home. I didn't fight it, not because I was helpless, but because I needed the truth to reveal itself. Courts don't listen to desperate fathers with just feelings. They want facts. So I collected them. Every shift in his behavior, every altered tone, every phrase that sounded like her, but came from his mouth. I saved messages, audio clips. I recorded his sudden temper flares and the accusations I knew weren't his. "You're too controlling. You always make it about you." Her fingerprints were all over it. I knew her endgame, sole custody. She thought I'd never see it coming. But I had, long before the paperwork hit the table. When it finally did, I didn't panic. I was ready. Let them speak. Let them twist the truth. I had been building something far more solid. 3 weeks before the hearing, she slipped up. Thought she had it all wrapped up. Got careless. They were in her car, arguing, windows up, but not tight enough. The dashcam I'd installed in his car, meant for safety, picked it all up. She was telling him exactly what to say in court, which phrases to use, how to paint me as a threat. He didn't want to go along. You could hear it in his voice, cracking under the pressure. But she pressed him. "Do you want to live with him or not?" she snapped. He went quiet. Then came the words. "Then say what I told you." I saved the footage, backed it up in every way I could think of. I didn't confront him. Not yet. Let the guilt settle. Let it gnaw at him. The courtroom was dull, beige walls and cheap chairs, but the air was tight with tension. She walked in polished, calm, composed. Spoke with practiced poise, claimed I was violent, said I kept our son isolated, frightened. My lawyer looked to me for a signal. I gave none. Then I stood, looked at the boy I raised, my son. "Just one question," I said. Held up my phone. "Shall I play Tuesday's conversation with your mother?" The words landed like a slap. He stared at me, really saw me for the first time in months. His face changed. The court reporter gasped as the audio started. Her voice filled the space, cold, sharp, calculated. Exactly what they needed to hear. The judge raised a hand. "That's enough." But the impact was already made. She jumped up, tried to spin it, talk about context. But the judge cut her off with a single look. My son cried, not because he was scared, but because he was ashamed. Afterward, she didn't say a word to me. Just stormed out, her heels striking the marble floor like gunshots. Her lawyer scrambled, but there was no undoing it. The judge ruled for joint custody, but gave me authority on major decisions, pending therapy. She lost control. The polished mask she wore cracked. I didn't smile. Didn't celebrate. That's not how I handle a win. At home, we sat on the porch. He said nothing at first. Then, finally, "Why didn't you tell me?" I kept my gaze on the horizon. "Would you have believed me?" He didn't respond. But he didn't leave. I don't believe in revenge for revenge's sake. But I do believe in something deeper. I didn't need her to fall apart. I just needed the truth to rise above her lies.
And it did.
Because I waited. I watched. I prepared. When the moment came, I didn't raise my voice. I raised the truth. Some fathers shout. Others disappear. Me, I listen. And when the world doubts me, I let it. Because truth doesn't need to be loud. It just needs to be heard. And now it has been.